Hey everyone, welcome to my first fall harvest and why you may want to harvest this too. Every fall season I sow a lot of seeds and I always let them grow together and I let nature take them out. Maybe some seeds don't germinate, but there's always a point in the season, really in the beginning of it, that I need to do something about it. And yes, there are some plants like your leafy greens that you can grow closer together in order to get your baby greens. But if you let these seedlings grow too close together, over time, they're just not going to make it. They're going to be fighting for light. That's going to make them become leggy, not strong plants. They're not going to get enough nutrition or water or anything else the plant needs. So I need to do something about this. I need to thin out these seedlings. One of the things I do like to do at the start of the season as I'm thinning out my seedlings is harvest them. Yes, you can do that, depending on the seedling. And I will go throughout this overgrown patch of seedlings and start thinning them out. I take my little clippers and I just start making my selections. As I do this, I am looking through this seedling patch and I am deciding which seedling I will harvest and which seedling will stay. And I all the time try to harvest a lot of the leggy ones, a lot of the bug-bitten ones that are not the strongest seedling of the bunch. And then of course leave behind the ones that look pretty strong. And a lot of the times, honestly, I don't sit there and examine things too much because they're still young, there's still time for it to develop and grow. So I just go right through and just thin out the patch. I'll leave my few seedlings I know I want to keep and just harvest around them. And at my first session of harvesting these seedlings, it might look something like this. Now I could, if I wanted to leave one plant behind, harvest more and just leave one seedling, but I don't like to do that because nature happens, a bug could come by, nip that one seedling because it's still very young. Or a squirrel come by, dig it up, or whatever else could happen to it. And that can be so devastating because even though these seedlings are young, and yes, I can replant, this is still a number of weeks that have gone by, getting close to a month where these seedlings have been growing. So I always, when I am harvesting my seedlings, I never thin out the patch too much. So that's something to consider as you are harvesting your seedlings. But if I did want to leave one seedling, I probably would let this patch grow, about another week or so, and just slowly harvest each of those seedlings out, just to make sure I have that one plant. But chances are I'm probably going to leave a few plants because I do like to harvest smaller leaves. There are so many different seedlings you can harvest too. And my hint I use to tell me that most likely I can harvest the whole seedling, it's from plants that you normally can eat the whole plant of. For instance, like with our greens, my mustard greens, I can eat the leaves, I can eat the stem. I could eat the stalk, although I might not want to because it is it's more of a woody material. It's not going to be really that edible, but I probably could if I wanted to. But you can eat the seedlings of a lot of your greens, like your kales, your mustards, your lettuces, some herbs like basil, dill, cilantro, even some of your larger brassica plants like broccolis, kohlrabi. But again, do your own research always because I'm sure there are exceptions out there. Even your root crops like your rutabagas, carrots, radishes, and believe it or not, even your pea seedlings. There are some people out there that actually grow peas for the shoots, the little tendril of the plant. You can take the tips off of the pea plant and use it in your salad or stir fries as well. So the pea seedlings are okay too. And like I said, there are some seedlings that probably are poisonous to eat because as a full-grown plant, they are poisonous. We might eat the fruits from them, but the plant, no, very unwise to do. And some of the examples I have here are tomatoes eggplants, and peppers, I believe as well. They might have some sort of toxin in the leaves. I'm sure there's more, but that's all I can think of. But as always, always do your own research. I have heard it said that microgreens and sprouts, that's basically kind of what we're eating, is the little seed, the little plant, has a lot of nutrition and good vitamins for us, for our bodies. And the quicker we get it inside, washed up into the table, the better. So let's do that. Now, even though I do not spray my gardens with anything, it is always wise to clean your produce because nature still puts things in our garden that we may not want to put in our mouth. So always wise to wash your harvest, even if it is just little seedlings. And here's my nice piping hot bowl of stew. And we're gonna sprinkle just a little bit of our washed seedlings that we have harvested today. And I'm just going to stir it around and the heat will cook it down very nicely. This is gonna taste so good. If you want more ideas on what you can do too with your seedlings that you need to thin out in the garden, check out this video here on quick and easy free plants. I do this technique every fall season. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.